train layout. Hey, so today I think I'm gonna keep working on the Park Gulch area, and Scott maybe will work on the Kenosha Pass area, and I don't know what else will happen. So let's get to it. Ah, there it is. So while I was gone, my dad started working on making a custom tunnel portal for this back wall here. So once again, this was the existing main line that goes around this whole standard gauge layout. This is the new main line that will go around the entire perimeter of the train room. Okay, so we're talking about Park Gulch stuff again. In the last video, we put this screen in, and this is just gonna be kind of a base to put paper down on. And one, I guess, good thing about not being able to come out here like every day of the week and having some time in between is it gives me time to think about stuff or remember stuff that I forgot, that I already decided. So, and then one of those things is, you can see the height of this, and this height here is lower. This track is actually going down. And I remembered that originally, I wanted to kind of make this a cut. So this should be more level, maybe even possibly going up a little bit, and then a cut down into here, and then back up this way a little bit. Not too big of a deal. I think I just need to just pull this side off, throw something in there, maybe throw a little bit more of the ceiling tile in there to make that work. So, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Hey, so Kenosha Pass is that way. This maybe is gonna be kind of like Alpine Station. I think that's what they called it in Colorado. I'm gonna see what I can squeeze into there. It's kind of a weird spot. I'm gonna explain to you and Chris what my what? I have no idea where that came from. I'm gonna explain to you and Bob, you and Scott.
You must have been lacking on the caffeine.
Yeah, too much caffeine probably, or pepperoni or something. Both. So this is my vision. Imagine this is cliff like that. So this is all cliff that comes down here in a little, whatever, creek, river, or something. So this is a shelf, and that's a shelf, and those have to stop becoming shelves and become one piece of scenery. So I'm just gonna take this cliff, and I'm just gonna take it, probably come along with this, and it's just gonna go right into the wall. And then this becomes the lower shelf, and this becomes the upper shelf. And we'll have wood that we can bring this out here some distance. That's what we just have to kind of decide, what distance, and hopefully, there's enough to maybe get some building fronts on here, and hopefully a short siding. Don't have to, but it'd be nice just to represent the Alpine station that was up there right before the Alpine tunnel. I might have those names wrong, but that locomotive's loud or whatever's over there. So anyways, that's what Scott is gonna kind of work on. But that way we'll get there. This is not attached yet, but that way we'll get all of this kind of road bed down, and then we can just start laying track, and this will get done. That will be really cool. In the old wood shop / saloon, I think I have this piece of lumber that I bought like a year ago for this purpose. Or maybe it's that one. It's either this one or that one I bought like a year ago for this purpose. So we're gonna try and dig those out. Luckily there's only a bunch of wood on top. Now I am taller. I am taller than I previously was when I was shorter. I think that'd probably be good. It's probably the one I bought originally. There's this one, and this is wider. Do we want to come out that far?
Well, we can come back and take a look at it. I mean, you may need room for your buildings.
Ooh. All right, we'll try those out. See what we can do. So we measured those two boards, see how wide they were. And we're gonna try to guess what would look better here.
9 1/4 first off.
So the shorter one, right? Is 9 1/4?
9 1/4.
So that's like out here. So this little structure is from Boreas Pass, which we just weren't able to fit into the layout. But it's probably about close to the same size as that thing up there at Alpine. So, right, but I don't think, like I figured we'd probably like cut this in half and only have that front part.
Okay.
The other board's kind of a nicer board too.
Move the wall back.
Oh, we're gonna extend this wall out. My dad just suggested that. I didn't know that was an option. So, no. I saw this video.
Yeah,
Let's go, yeah, probably into that curve there. So that's 3 feet. We're making this up as we go, of course, but with a rough plan already in mind.
We lost the car somewhere.
There was more to the train at one point. Scott left without me. There he is. Okay, so we went with the shorter board, the one that wasn't as wide because the other one was a little bit warped. This one's nice and straight, so.
Convexed?
Convexed. Unless you flip it upside down, then it was concave, but either way, it wasn't straight.
Not.
Okay. I think that's okay.
Go from here and go right to here.
Ooh, that's a tricky question. Right. Probably should. Yep, there you go. Put an X on the part you're cutting off. We're gonna go trim that. Ooh, should it be more of an angle?
Meh.
Yeah. All right.
Really close. Are you sure you want to go back and redo that again?
No. Yeah. We're back with a 45-ish angle.
Ish.
Ish.
Very technical.
Kind of like fish, but ish. So let's count like an inch or two from
There you go.
here.
Okay, even less if you want.
Here, let's try that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, split. Yeah, look at that. We can move this over.
So is there enough room for a siding? Probably.
I think so.
I mean, even if there's only enough room for a siding to have like 2-passenger car train, that's fine. It's a big grade, you know? So, you know, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. We got that kind of figured out where it's gonna go, so I'm gonna let Scott figure out how to get it mounted. I'm gonna go back and work on Park Gulch over here.
Which is right behind where you're seeing.
All right. Okay, some progress at Park Gulch. So basically I just put this piece of wood in here so I have something, this is level, so that way I have something to kind of build my little bit of a cut in here. And this will come across that way, yeah, something like that. I don't know, gotta put it somewhere.
Smoke. I can do that, it's secure.
I think that's gonna work out good. So I hung these pictures up a while ago. These are actual pictures from, I'm calling it Alpine Pass, Alpine Station, something like that. And they're like the right height, it's kind of cool. So I'm hoping, you know, to maybe try and get a little siding in here, even if it's, like I said, long enough for just 2 cars, that's fine. I think this is gonna work out great. So I'm just gonna explain this some more. So, you know, it comes, ooh, s'mores. So, you know, again, we're just getting past the steps here. So we got kind of a lower shelf and upper shelf, and they're gonna remain separate up to about that point there. And then they'll become all one piece of scenery. Here, there's one location, different location, then it's all the same here. Here, I'm trying to recreate part of the Palisades, known as the Palisades, going up toward from, I don't know, where is it going from? I can't think right now.
Kids.
Need to cut this. Bam.
Hockey stick?
Golf club.
Ah. Nice.
It's got me worried now.
Not really. Because I know this is the
Oh, right.
steepest, and I remember from last time it's just touching that line.
Maybe less.
A whole bunch less.
Yay! We got a nice slope. Now, bigger,
Yep.
stronger piece.
Bigger, stronger, faster. There's the right way, the wrong way, and the max power way. In case you're wondering what the max power way is, it's wrong but faster.
It's wrong, but faster. Okay. One more set of screws. Done. Might be a little sharp, but we can ease this in a little more if we have to. But this is cool because I've been planning this for like at least a year. So this is all in and ready for track. Woohoo! Very cool. And so this goes down towards Romley, loops around that, St. Elmo comes back down, ends up back down here. Very nice. So in the last video, we talked about needing some fence there. I haven't built it yet.
For those of you who are wondering why we're running this freight engine on this passenger train is the Santa Fe actually did this in the summertime, some years back, in Missouri and in Colorado. So it's actually, the cars in the locomotive are actually prototypically correct.
But they did use it for freight also, right?
Well, this is really interesting is that I also am building another Santa Fe train where they used a passenger locomotive on a freight train. It was a very hotshot freight train and only consisted of one car and one caboose, and it went really fast. But again, it's just a switch of what this is.
Okay, so that's it for the night, but let me take it around real quick, show you what we did. Yeah, Scott was here, I was here, Don was here, my dad, Don was here, and John was here. John, we haven't seen John in a while. He's been out touring the world or something crazy, I don't know. And Jim was here, so that's cool. They talked trains and stuff, and Jim talked about that other locomotive and train, and I don't know, stuff and things, so yeah.
Educational and fun.
So I am labeling this video as one of the parts of the Park Gulch project because we did work on it. So you saw that. So this is raised up, so now we have a nice cut through here, and this is kind of level across there. But we spent a lot more time actually over here. Let's go look at that. Okay, here we are. Scott actually did a lot of work over here. This is going to be, I keep calling it Alpine Station, Alpine Tunnel. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I just set this stuff up here. This is gonna work out really nice. So now all this is in, so now we can actually lay track. That is cool. This is a piece of the original Colorado Southern layout we picked up that I've been running around for years trying to find a place to put it. It's got this nice S curve in it. It's gonna work great here because I will be able to use it to get the split face rock. Probably gonna put that somewhere like right in here. And also this nice lovely rock wall and that big cliff that will go along this area somewhere also. So this is nice, all down and secure. And we can probably have to build some more turnouts, but this is Kenosha Pass over here now. Yes, I know the two are not geographically located next to each other, but in my world, they are. And this will all be kind of cliff here, and then it'll just fade into the wall down there. Become two different shelves in this area. This should work out pretty good. I may actually kind of use this building. I'll just maybe modify it a little bit for the moment. Someday I want to try and maybe at least build the front side of this building and put that in there. I knew there wasn't going to be much room up there, but there is actually enough to get a small representation of what was there. So I'm really excited about that actually. Like I said, I've been working on this area. It's been in my mind for at least a year. So my dad did some more work on the double tunnel portal thing for the standard gauge layout. All right, so subscribe, ring the bell thingy, and yep. And then that will give you notifications when a new video comes out. Like the videos, share the videos, all that stuff and whatever. And all right, see you next time.